All right, folks, another good honky tonk ripper here. This one's in the key of G, and it's kind of got a good bounce to the track, and I like that. But the melody is very the track is fast, but the melody is kind of slow in there. And so it sounds like this. So all I'm doing here is starting on the third note of the G major scale, but I'm sliding into it twice from the first fret to second. Then the fifth note of the scale, which is an open D, second fret, and then the second fret of A, and then I hit the D note and then pull off on the second fret to the A open. So, and then it has the D string open, and we're going to slide from the fourth fret up to the A note on the second fret G string. So what I did is I kind of bounced off the fourth fret G string, and after I did that fourth fret G bounce back to the A, I did a little kind of bend on the D string second fret as well. And then, of course, the D string gets hit a few times open, and we bounce off that second fret again, and then now to the C and then the B note. So let's put that together. And then there's a little kind of Buck Owensy feel right here. So how did I play that? It's actually just the G string open, and I'm bouncing off the third and second fret, so of the D string. Now, some guys like the third fret. I like the second fret in this because it's a standard G. But I think really, to make it pure honky tonk and do it the right way, I'm going to use the third fret because that reminds me more of Buck Owens. So I'm just bouncing off the D string third fret. And then I'm going to pull down on the G string second fret. So I'm pulling it up and then hitting it again and releasing it. And then we play another bounce off the D string third fret again. Then second fret G, and then to the F, and then to the E, which takes us to a C triad. Then it goes to D quickly. So now I'm actually on the A note here, second fret G. So I'm actually just bouncing off again. Let's see. So what I did there is I'm bouncing off the D string here, but I'm going to actually slide up to the fourth fret and then hit that A again, second fret G. And then I do a hammer on and pull off from the second fret A string. So and then we're actually just going to do a hammer on and pull off from the second fret A, and then finish off the melody by hitting our low G note, third fret E. So a very simple melody, yes, but options-wise, do we really just keep it honky-tonk and just... You know, we could do that, and that would be very cool. It would be very Bakersfield. But let's see. How can we actually make this solo fun and not lose the melody? Well, let's see. Well, here again, I like the first part of the melody, so we're going to go with that. But when we hit that A string open, we're going to actually slide from C to D with a double stop. So we're going to have our second finger on the A string 3rd fret, first finger on the 2nd fret D string, and we're going to just slide that up 2 frets. All right, so let's do that. Then we play another part of the melody in the D. So here again, I showed you how to play that part, so we're good there. Now let's change it up a little bit. Let's go higher in the G. And I do like that kind of Don Rich, Buck Owens thing right here. But what I'm going to do is climb up. So I'm bouncing off that 3rd fret D again. Now what I'm going to do is slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret G string, and then instantly hit a D note, 3rd fret B string. So, and then I'm going to do a hammer-on to the 5th fret and land on the G note, 3rd fret high E, right? So, let's see. Now, I'm going to reach up with my 3rd finger to the B flat note, which is the 6th fret of the high E. And then I'm going to still bar my finger on the B and E 3rd fret, but I'm going to slide down from that 6th fret to the 5th fret on the B, back to the 3rd fret, and then I'm going to land into my C, which is essentially barring the 3rd fret on the B and E string, but hammering on to the B string, 5th fret. And then here's the tricky part. I'm going to hit the high E 3rd fret underneath, and we're going to do a trill from the, let's see, 3rd to 5th fret on the B. And when we release that, we're going to land on the C note, G string 5th fret. And then, let's see how we want to finish this out in D. So let's just try it up to that point. Here's what we're going to do. From this C, and it's kind of like a sus, we're just going to actually grab a bar on the 4th fret, G and B string, and we're going to slide all the way to the 7. Now, when we do that, we're going to actually go from the 7th fret B all the way to the 10th fret. And when we do that, we're going to do a whole tone bend on the G string 9th fret. Well, we're not going to do that way. There it is. And then we're going to end it with a bounce, what I call a bouncing lick, from the D, C, B, A, and open G. And then we'll end it with, and that is just a slide with our first finger on the 2nd fret G, which is an A note, and then our first finger's on the C note, 1st fret B. And we're just going to slide that up 2 and right back down. But as I slide it, I'm going to slide on the G string, grab that D note, 3rd fret B string underneath, and then slide from the 4th to the 2nd fret back on the G, and then hit an open G, bounce off the 2nd fret D with a hammer on and pull off, and then finish off with our G. So let's see, let's just check this. Now, if you really don't want to end on that open G note, you can actually do kind of a Mixolydian style scale where you're going to just use the flatted 7 note, and we would actually play. So we're going to play 3rd and 2nd fret on the D string, open D, then 3rd and 2nd fret on the A with an open A, and then hit the low E open, and hammer on to the 2nd fret, low E, and then slide into the 3rd fret to finish. So, let's go ahead and put this track on and see if this solo is going to work. I think it's going to be just fine, and it's going to create a great Bakersfield honky tonk vibe. Well, folks, I think that track right there just turned out perfectly. What a great solo, and we did not lose track of the melody. That's such a wonderful thing. I think as long as we play some good old country honky-tonkin' music, you can get out there a little bit and skate away from the melody in lick format ever so slightly, but we do not want our audience to lose track of that melody, and I think we actually accomplished that really well with this solo. I'm just so amazed that here again, when you're in the woodshed, you have all these licks and scales and everything in your head, and when you get on the stage, it could be the easiest solo in the world that has the most impact. But then again, when you know the song feels a certain way, like that Bakersfield vibe, you want to make sure that you get that in there. And so I think we covered all the bases really well. We didn't lose track of the melody. We gave the Bakersfield vibe what it needed, and I think it was a total success. I do recommend that you take this track, have fun with it, try different licks with it, but just never lose sight of that melody, and you'll be all set and good to go, and you'll be getting, like I said, high fives and tips of the cowboy hat when people walk out the door for how well you just played that solo. So keep on working, having fun, and honky-tonk it up as best you can.